get on this first season, and you know everybody talks about the blur filter, and they want to know: was somebody putting oil on that? Was there butter? Like how did that happen? Like, did you know about it?
All I knew, because we weren't involved with lighting, technical or anything. We were dealing with our own like outfits and lines, and we had, again, great makeup people who were powdering us everything. I was very nervous always because nobody wrote anything for us. So it's like, what's the snappiest, funniest thing I could say in this moment? It was always, luckily I was often at the end of the panel. So 3 people would talk before I did. So I was like, oh, I should say, oh yeah, no, that's smart. When I heard the name angina, I thought, oh my dear, this just sounds like a cross between a heart attack and a yeast infection, I have to admit. But I do remember RuPaul saying to producers and camera people, put some more stuff on that lens. That lighting sucks, and pull it back. And I thought, what are we going to look like? And I never watched the monitor. I didn't see any rushes or anything till the night that show came on. And I was like, we look so weird. We look like we're in dreamland. And not long after we came on, somebody wrote on social media somewhere, oh, now I understand why RuPaul's Drag Race looks like it's got like heavy gel on the lens and it's all dreamy, because they're shooting in heaven.
Hey everybody, it's time for a night. Sorry. I wanted to have a little Mariah Carey belt as I talked about today's video sponsor. It's Curology. Now, Curology has helped me so much. So if I look back at some of my previous videos, especially Katya, if you go look at Katya, I'm going to show you right now, I have really bad issues right under my eyes with redness, with dry skin, a little bit of eczema. Curology ended up reaching out to me and they basically were like, hey, try our little shindig and see if it works for you. And I am so glad that I did. Curology ends up linking you up with a skincare professional. And basically I ended up sending photos of myself from different angles and things, telling the skincare provider what my biggest issues were. And through that, I ended up getting a custom treatment plan. I have been using it for 2 months, and I'm sorry, let's do a before and after, because I really do. Like, look at this and look at the Katya video. I have their moisturizer, I have a little personal treatment plan. And then every 30 days or so, I can end up just re-talking to my skincare provider, providing them new pictures, showing them how my progress is going. And it literally works wonders. I love using their face wash, moisturizer, lip balm, and then my treatment plan that I use every night. If you click that little link down below, you can get your first month of Curology for literally just the packaging, like the shipping and handling prices, which is just $5. So you're not even paying for anything but that shipping and handling. Seriously, try it out. It is not that hard at all. It's literally $5. And seriously, look at this and look at that. Thank you guys so much at Curology for sponsoring. La 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 la. That was the ad. Let me ask you about that. Do you think that you holding back and you being reserved led you to being out second?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, because I wasn't making good television. They tried so hard to upset me, and they weren't upsetting me. You know what I mean? Like, they hid Shauna's picture from me. They had Sonique, Kylie.
Did you ever find that picture?
No. I believe the producers took it to try to get me riled up. But I was not going. I was seeing all these other girls do the most for the cameras. And I was just like, this is my reputation here. You know what I mean? And I'm a Southern professional queen.
Yeah, I just think about it all the time now. I mean, those untucked moments were the moments. You guys were in what? In like a office? Like it looked like an office? Was that what it was? Like a little office room?
It was like, yeah, it was an office room. It was like we were going from the untucked lounge to the other lounge back to the main stage. So we were in a hallway. going back to the main stage when it all occurred.
You piss me off some more, I will whoop your ass. Bitch, I am from Chicago. You're not worth it. Let me walk off.
It was like a good old, not Jerry Springer, good old Maury when to say,
Maury
like,
Povich, yeah.
Yeah, you are not the father, and the camera crew just came running.
And then
I wish they would have showed them just running into it because that they got the tail end of it. And
so there was more. There was some more juice at the first.
Well, the thing is, we were by ourselves, so nothing. We were just going off, and then they got the tail end of it, and that's history.
Yeah, because I didn't audition for season 2. I did audition for season 1, didn't audition for season 2, and then auditioned for season 3 and got it. So it was it's an insane interview process. Like the audition process is just so draining. It goes on forever, literally forever. Every time an LA number would pop up my phone, I would start fucking sweating and you never knew. And it could be the smallest little, like, oh, we just had an easy question. Mm-hmm. And, I've gotten all worked up for absolutely nothing. And then, towards the end, it was like, do you have like an hour to spare? And for like this, and it was this long interview. And then I think I did one more interview after that. And then I got the psych evaluation. And then a couple days later, ta-da!
Ta-da!
No, it is, we were naughty a little bit. Season 3 of Drag Race, okay? We were the early girls, okay?
Early days, yeah.
And the early days. And this is before, they got really strict with when we were off, like monitoring, like having a hall monitor there in the hallway at the rooms in the hotel. So we figured out that if you put duct tape on the lock of your door, that when it closes, it doesn't lock you out. Because we didn't have keys to our rooms. So we would put duct tape, drag queens always gonna have some duct tape, baby. We would duct tape the door so that after the episode, at the end of the day, we could sneak over to someone else's room and key, okay? So we would just be like, all right, bitch, we're gonna all meet in Mariah's room tonight at 9:30, okay? Get the duct tape. So we would put the duct tape on the doors and sneak out. And one time, Stacy had just been voted off, okay? But she hadn't gone home yet. It's Stacey Lane Matthews, my sister. And it was her birthday. And she had never been, this was Stacey's first time on a plane to coming to Drag Race. She was from Back Swamp, North Carolina. And so we were like, oh, this girl has never been to LA before. And she's not going to get to see any of LA because we're filming and we're here. Well, leave it to Miss Shanji. Always got an idea, baby. I said, y'all, we should take Stacey to the club. And the girls were like, no, Shangela, we will get in so much trouble, And I was like, y'all, she already kicked off. They're not going to just send us home at this point. We're in the middle of filming. We're not going to get caught, y'all. I got a plan. Leave it to Shanji that you always try to come up with a plan, girl. I had a plan. So we put the duct tape on the doors. And that night, around 10 o'clock, we snuck. It was me. Oh, I'm telling everybody, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. They're okay. So it was me, Alexis, Yara, I believe. Mariah, she'd had a bottle of wine. She passed out. We met in her room, but she went to sleep. She didn't even go with us. And Stacy. It was 4 of us, I believe so. And we went downstairs, snuck out, called a taxi. Okay, this is back before. We don't have cell phones. They take all of our phones. Yeah. No Ubers. Maybe this is before the days of Uber, okay? And we also didn't have phones. So we called a taxi from a payphone. Can you imagine that? A payphone? Gross. So anyway, we called a taxi. We took the taxi up to West Hollywood. We couldn't go, now thinking about it, we'd be so in trouble because people know us. But at that time, they didn't know who we were because the show hadn't aired. I'd just been on one episode of season 2. Girl, they wasn't bothered with Miss Shanji. And I lived in LA, so it wasn't not unlikely that I'd be at a club in LA. So we took her out for her first time going to a big club. We went to Arena. We're like, this is LA, girl. This is the gay scene in LA. Live your life. Let's have a cocktail. Yes. And and I'll never forget, Alexis ran into some boy that she had dated and whatever. And she's like, it's fate, Shangela. It's fate. I would have never thought I was going to see him ever again. And the one night we sneak out, there he was, it's fate. I'm like, oh, bitch, it is not no fate, girl. We should, come on. No fate at all. Yeah, she said it was fate. So, but the worst thing is, at the end, I'll say this and I'll be done. At the end of the night, okay, we're like, okay, y'all, we got to hurry. We got to get out of here, get a taxi back down to where we were filming. It's like, you know, an hour, 45 minutes away. We were filming down south somewhere. And there were no taxis available. None. We could not find a car to save our lives. And we were like, oh my God, we're stuck at the club. We don't have a ride. We're going to get in so much trouble. So we had to walk, if you're familiar with LA anyway, we had to walk from Arena, which is somewhere between La Brea and Highland, over there on Santa Monica. We had to walk all the way up to where we knew we could get a cab, which was at Hollywood and Highland. So it's about a good 2 to 3 miles, okay? We had to walk at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Stacy, God bless her, it was her birthday.
Poor Stacy.
And you know, Stacy's my sister, but she was like, bitch, it's too hot for my fat ass to be walking out here. She just kept saying that, bitch, y'all really got me walking 6 miles at 2 o'clock in the morning, bitch. This ain't no birthday, bitch. This ain't no birthday. But we had a great time, and we finally caught a taxi, got back to the hotel, and went to our rooms, and no one ever knew. No one ever knew. We never got in trouble.